So, looks like the Helganquil have been engineering Zeugles too. Why doesn't that surprise me at this point?
The creatures we've been encountering here have been a little different to what we're used to fighting. But I'm pretty sure they're Zeugles too.
Do you think they were engineered using creatures native to the area?
Indeed. However, based on the current circumstances, I would guess these Zeugles are all that's left of the planet's fauna now.
You mean, there might have been native owl species here once upon a time too?
We're back in that other room? Did the teleporter fail or something?
Something feels off about it.
Look! Everything's upside down!
The furnishings are, at least. No, you're right. The whole room's flipped on its head.
So what was once down is now up, and vice versa. I suppose the teleporter reversed our orientation then.
I guess this is the flip side of that pathway we were walking on just a little while ago.
This is crazy. Who knew such amazing technology existed?
Everything's topsy-turvy and that's all you can think about?
Bear in mind, the core of Rena now sits above us. I pray that we won't encounter many stairs along the way.
Out of our way!
Portal blade!
Vanquish darkness!
Mirage! Try this! Infernal turret!
Vanquish
Portal
darkness!
blade!
This is gonna need all of us together!
Turret! Slap!
Go for the weak glacial spear! Here's evil! It looks like you got it!
Try this!
Feel!
Infernal torrent!
Got it! Never miss!
You're mine! Try this! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent! Rising wiper! Rising phoenix! Infernal torrent! Burn!
In a bind?
Swallow blade! Infernal torrent!
Can you take it?
Take this! Try this! Infernal torrent! Time to let it rip! Swallow blade!
This one's mine!
Eat dirt!
Lightning condemned!
Slide you into dust! You're mine!
Amazing.
Illuminate!
Rising wyvern!
Holy land! Blazing storm!
Rising wyvern! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact claw!
We can really make weapons with this? What are those? They look like Shion's thorns, and with flowers too.
Not real ones, though. They're just like that flower growing out of Rena.
We must be getting close to the Great Spirit now.
Hey, Rinwell, what was that thing you said about how a little bit of Dahna's Great Spirit is inside all of us?
Right. That's why Dahna's Great Spirit is so much more diluted. Weak, even. Whether it was a choice so it didn't overpower others, or just the way it is anyone's guess.
If that's true, then wouldn't it mean Dahna's will could never form under natural conditions?
Yeah, sounds like that's probably the case.
So if Dahna exists within all of us, then what if something occurred that brought everyone's hearts and minds together as one? That unity could potentially act as Dahna's will.
You mean if everybody was, like, thinking the exact same thing at the exact same time? Come on, there's no way we could pull that off.
I know it's a long shot, but it might work.
Let's assume that's even possible for a second. Would it even be enough to fight back against Rena's Great Spirit?
If nothing else, it might be an option if we can't use the Rena's Alma.
Things are different here than on the surface.
That shows how deeply we've ventured into Rena.
And how close we've come to the real enemy.
So here's a question. We came all this way to Rena on the assumption the Rena's Alma's here, right?
Don't say it, Law.
Yeah, but I'm just saying...
I said don't.
I can understand why you might be concerned, Law. But you need to remember that there are people it affects more directly than you.
Oh, sorry.
We've managed to make it this far believing. Losing faith now won't do us any good. We're better off focusing our anxiety elsewhere.
Such as?
The Great Spirit. If Hevrect 35's to be believed, our enemy won't just be handing over the Rena's Alma to us. At least, not without a fight.
Not only that, but that same enemy just gulped down more than an entire world's worth of astral energy.
Point taken. It may be strange to say, but when I'm fighting, or at least know what needs to be done, it helps me a lot. I don't doubt myself as much. So thanks, both of you. The floor's on the ceiling and the ceiling's on the floor. This whole thing's making my head spin. Why would they even do something like this?
The Helganquil can bend life forms to suit their will. Nothing they could do at this point would surprise me.
The ceiling is on the floor. That doesn't weird you out?
What good is a team made up of members who all share the same opinions on everything? And besides, when you get to be at my ripe old age, one begins to consider it quite uncouth to show one's true emotions at times.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. You can't be that old.
The sands of time wait for none of us, lad.
Yeah, we'll see. Though at this rate, I guess I'll have to live long enough to get as old as you first, huh?
You will. And when the time comes, I look forward to hearing you change your tune on the matter.
Be careful, everyone. This one isn't normal.
You're a blind freak! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
No,
I'm ready!
This one's mine. Do it.
Precision, precision
Leon,
time.
astral energy. Full throttle. A flawless victory. Oh, sparkling star. Naturally.
Take this! Fly! It's over!
Glacial spear. Here's evil.
Swallow blade! Try this!
Magic is out.
Infernal torrent!
Get on it. I wonder if we can make new weapons with this. Forgive you!
Not today!
Where are you going?
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! It can hide itself? From me?
Where are you going?
Rising weapon!
Standing form!
Take this!
Instant!
Blade! Swallow blade!
Negative
Not today! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Slash! Easter! Take this!
Where are you going? It looks like you got this one covered.
Swallow blade!
I'll blind you with a stone!
Mirage!
Annihilation!
Try this!
Healing!
Infernal torrent!
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
You're mine! Swallow blade! Burn in hell!
I'll blind you with a stone!
Try this! Infernal torrent! Easter! Swallow blade!
Thrilling performance.
Swallow blade! Slash! Try this! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact block! Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
We seem to have come across something a little unusual.
Way. Far beyond the darkened sky. I call glacial spear. Here's evil. I never miss.
Rising
I'm
weapon!
also good with airborne targets.
Not today!
Spirit flame.
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Rising
Sounds like a
weapon!
job for you. Astral energy.
Say no more! Got
Well done.
More Zugals?
Keep calm and take them down.
Dare strike me from behind? Excellent technique. How are your weapons holding up? That's not to give me any idea.
Do it! As impressive as always. Astral energy!
Say no more!
Glacial spear. Pierce evil.
Swallow Blade! Infernal Foot! Swallow Blade! Burn in hell!
Where are you going?
Execution!
This is it!
Swallow Blade! More? Try this!
Negative
Infernal
now!
Sword!
By the
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
far beyond the darkest sky! I call upon you!
Burn! I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz. Yours are not the skills of just any warrior.
Save your compliments. We have to move.
I thought you were going to wreck the place.
I'm not nearly finished yet.
Your
Then I'll
astral
provide
arts
a
are truly
treatment however
incredible.
I can.
Every little bit helps, right?
Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
I'm not
Blazing storm!
Eat dirt!
Now!
Kisara! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood.
The Zugals here are putting up a real fight.
That just goes to show how important this place is.
Or perhaps they simply thrived freely here under such harsh conditions.
The astral energy here is so dense. It's like trying to walk through water.
I know the Great Spirit's will is in the center of Rena, but with the world in this state, the entire planet has become its body, right? So doesn't that mean we're already inside it?
I would say that is horrifyingly correct. After all, the further we climb, the denser the astral energy becomes.
What's the matter, Rinwell? Are you not feeling all right?
No, it's nothing like that. It just feels like the energy here is a little more intense than it was before.
You mean Rena's energy?
Yeah, it's like when I made contact with Dahna's will in the wedge. It's almost as though I can understand what Rena's will is thinking.
But Rena's will is supposed to be a lot stronger. Aren't we risking the Great Spirit controlling us if we interact with it directly?
I don't think we have to worry about that. Rena's will is only supposed to control true Renans, like the Helganquil. If we can discern what the Great Spirit is thinking too, we might learn something, a weakness. But just to be safe, let me contact it alone.
Are you insane? Rinwell, you're gonna...
Linwell!
There was only meant to be one world. And your goal is to make them one. Is this fear? What just happened?
Are you all right? Rinwell? Rinwell, are you okay?
No, I'm fine. I think.
What were you thinking? You could have gotten yourself killed!
He's right. You had us all terrified, Rinwell.
I'm sorry. I really am. But I know now. I know how the Great Spirit thinks. I know what it wants, how it feels. Rena's Great Spirit wants to complete the world.
What's that supposed to mean? Are you saying it's trying to make something?
Yes, exactly. Originally, Dahna and Rena were meant to be one world. But that never happened. They've stayed separated, and the Great Spirit wants to finish the process.
What do you mean, one world? How is that even possible?
I don't know, but its will is clear. That's what the Great Spirit is trying to accomplish. The only problem is that since Rena's energy isn't evenly spread like Dahna's, it seems like it'll vanish before that happens naturally.
So it's trying to absorb Dahna while it still can, so that it can force the two planets to unite. Is that what you're saying?
The Great Spirit is scared. But it's not scared the way a rational person would be. It's more raw and undiluted, like just pure fear.
Like an animal, acting out of instinct. Although admittedly, an animal would be easier to communicate with. At the very least, I have my doubts that it recognizes us as sentient beings with a reason for coming here. Earth, water, fire, and wind energy exist in both worlds, but only darkness and light can be found within Rena and Dahna, respectively. The Renis Alma, as far as we know, the only host capable of harvesting the astral energy, is composed of all six. Knowing all that, Rinwell's findings do sound plausible.
That sounds a lot like Shion's thorns, doesn't it? The whole reason the Great Spirit is trying to unite Dahna and Rena into one world is in order to save itself. And if her thorns are part of the Great Spirit, then they must also be trying to save themselves?
Alphen, what is it?
We thought the only way to free your thorns was for you to die. Yet despite that, they seem to be doing everything in their power to stop that from happening to you. Something wasn't adding up. But then I just realized something. If the Great Spirit doesn't want to die, then neither would your thorns. Those same emotions, that fear, that determination, and its energy must have been the same thing that was keeping you alive. You were its vessel.
In that case, is that why her thorns caused so much pain to anyone who touched her? Because they were trying to protect themselves?
If that's all true, then... well, it's more than a little ironic.
The Great Spirit merely expresses its desires. I imagine it was the Helganquil who were likely tasked with putting together and implementing an actual plan.
Shion.
I'm okay. We need to hurry and clean this mess up before it gets out of hand.
Still, even if the current state of the world is wrong like you said, does that really make everything okay?
If the world had been whole from the start, as it should have been, there'd be no Dahna and no Rena, no masters or slaves, no lords, no crown contest, maybe just peace.
To think, all this started because of the Great Spirit's desire to keep living. The only reason it craves energy is because it's dying from starvation. When you think about it like that, maybe the things it's done aren't so strange after all.
If Rena had been more like Dahna, things would have worked out a whole lot better.
It's like Hevrecht 35 told us. The Dahnan and Renan spirits are meant to be completely different beings.
Rena's energy amassing in one place led to its developing a powerful will. But that also made it crave energy, sapping Rena dry until it perished.
Whereas Dahna's energy is dispersed, meaning its will never developed to the same extent. And without that hunger, Dahna the planet was spared.
As for which is correct, well, I'm not sure it's our place to even say. Still, I can't help but think it reminds me a lot of the dichotomy of the human condition.
Dichotomy? What do you mean?
Those who know not satisfaction are driven to keep devouring without limit. But those who are content with their lot in life rarely fulfill their potential. I imagine it's likely that the larger Rena's great spirit grew, the more and more powerful its hunger also became.
Everything in moderation. When all's said and done, maybe that's the hardest thing for people to learn.
Like this should be easy.
None shall escape
You can come
my
one,
judgment.
come all. Rising Wyvern! Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade! You picked the wrong fight! Slap! Slap! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Take this! Swallow Blade! Slap! Rising Wyvern!
Resonate with the earth!
Burn in hell!
This one's mine!
Swallow Blade!
Don't mind if I do! Radiant
Infernal
Storm!
Torrent!
Searing
Swallow
Flame!
Blade!
Reload!
Rising Phoenix!
Wind Astral Energy!
Slap! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade! Try this!
Barely a blip on our radar.
It looks like those flying stickers are a real pain in the butt!
Take this!
Confiscated! The flashing parts are weak points!
Ignite!
Photon flash! Seal!
Swallow Blade! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Eat this!
Don't mind if I do!
Swallow
That'll
Blade!
bring you down!
Armor won't save you!
Radiant Flash! Can't flame!
Try this!
Stop! Freezing Storm!
Mirage!
Everlasting Shock!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Ignite! Catapult!
Tempest Strike!
Try this! Infernal Torrent! Slap it! Burn! Swallow Blade!
The enemy wields on
You'll soon see about that!
Swallow Blade!
Infernal Torrent! Burning Strike! I'll be saving you! Here's evil!
Slap!
Champion away! Don't get carried away!
Fire instant! Radiant
Swallow Blade!
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic fission!
Annihilation! Mega Ray!
Elusive deity!
Annihilation!
Swallow Blade! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
This should make for some good weapon crafting material.
Wherever we go on this planet, there are machines littered everywhere.
It's impressive to look at as a bystander, but I sure wouldn't want to live here with all of this around.
I know what you mean. There are no fish here. I couldn't cook any of my delicious dinners for you all if we lived here.
I won't forgive you!
Ignite!
Raging, take this!
Confiscated!
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Lightning! Here, here! That's some kind of camouflage! Glacial Spear! Made one!
Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade!
None shall escape my judgment!
Not today! Swallow Blade!
The
Try
abyssal
this!
sea, clear for us a path!
Infernal Torrent! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Not today!
I'm all stuffed up!
Slap!
In a bind?
Annihilation!
Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent!
Can you take it?
Eat this!
Demon Lash!
Slash! Eagle
I'll
Ray!
stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Blood, rending you apart!
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Bloody howling!
Slash! Try this!
On your knees!
Infernal Torrent! Ignite! Slash! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent! Slash!
On your
It looks like you got this one covered! Leave the enemy's art to me!
No place here!
Try this!
Do it!
Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Not today!
Illuminate the dark! Mega Holy
Infernal Torrent!
Holy Lamp!
You picked the wrong fight! Swallow Blade! Try this!
Take this! Exploit the enemy's weakness!
Thousand gales, carry you to dread!
Raging Luna Storm!
Radiant Blood!
Swallow Blade! Ignite!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm all stuffed up!
Not today!
Divine Strength!
Slash!
Blood! Rending you apart!
Infernal Torrent!
Lightning to death!
Not today!
In a bind?
It's weakened! Illuminate
This ends now!
Resonate with the earth!
Try this!
Stalagmite! Resonate with the earth!
Swallow Blade!
Stalagmite!
Take this!
Lightning
Blood!
Testing!
Rending you apart!
Mirage!
Bloody howling! Everlasting dark!
Slash! Try this!
Negative gate!
Glacial Spear!
Dynamic Ranger!
Eat this!
I can do where are you going?
Swallow Blade!
On your
Infernal Torrent! Rising Wyvern!
Got it!
Take this!
Now's our chance!
Try this!
Annihilation!
Resonate with the earth!
Firmament Render!
Thou art being interrupted!
Try this! Infernal Torrent!
Raging Luna Storm!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the
Burn in
evil!
hell!
No dawn shall break this night!
Glacial Spear! Pierce the evil!
Infernal Torrent! You picked the wrong fight!
Catapult!
Slash!
Seismic Rupture!
Infernal Torrent! Slash! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern!
The fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Rising Wyvern!
I'm all stuffed up!
Mirage! Not today!
Bring you down!
What in the world?
Dohalim!
I'm alright. I'm still standing.
Get on in there with
I'm
me.
ready! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Win! I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this! Deus Roar! I'm on start up!
Everlasting dark.
Swallow Blade!
Here's the eagle!
Not today!
Freeze Blazer!
Swallow Blade! Not today! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent! Rising Wyvern! Eat dirt!
Where are you going?
Wide open!
It won't escape me.
Swallow Blade!
It looks like you got this one covered.
Try this!
Do it!
Torrent! Dohalim! In an instant! Impact Claw!
With this, I can become even stronger.
Right, here goes! Not today!
In a vine,
Radiant, here!
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Astral energy!
raging Luna storm.
No
Take
body
this.
slam us into next week! Don't mind if I do! Annihilation!
Swallow Blade! Ignite!
Where are you going?
Reflect on thy sins. They smite with
Swallow
blood
Blade!
blade.
Rising Wyvern!
Magna here!
Hold nothing back! Slash! On the
Arrow squall! One more time!
Slash!
By the power
Try
of
this!
water! Dance in the
Infernal
wind!
Torrent!
Magna ray!
Slash!
Gemini Ultra! Outstanding form!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind me.
Got it!
Take
I'll leave it
this.
to you! Swallow Blade! Infernal Torrent! Slash!
In here!
Swallow Blade! Eat dirt!
Freeze Lancer! This will touch
Swallow Blade!
Being interrupted.
Downfall!
Swallow Blade!
Such unadulterated
Slash!
fury.
Swallow Blade!
Magna ray! Annihilation! Seal!
Not today!
Take this.
This will come in handy!
Swallow Blade!
I'm out of ammo!
Swallow Blade!
Freeze
Try
Lancer!
this! Eat dirt!
Elusive deity.
Swallow Blade!
Rotating pile driver.
Infernal Torrent!
Raging Storm!
Swallow Blade!
Deity.
You picked the wrong fight!
Begin.
Annihilation! Hear me! Flame of fury!
So you clamor for my true power?
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Here's the evil!
Infernal Torrent!
Lightning orb!
Swallow Blade!
Raging
Try this!
Luna storm.
Rising Water!
Death!
The tempest
Eat
engulfs
dirt!
you.
Instant!
Swallow Blade!
Behold, the Earth's pulse. Tectonic fission.
A freezing storm!
Elusive deity.
Infernal Torrent!
I'm ready.
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Negative change.
Swallow Blade! Try this!
Rending you
Infernal!
bloody
I'm ready! Look sharp!
lightning tiger blade.
Hey, I'm pretty lucky.
Retreat if you know what's good for you.
You picked the wrong fight!
Raging cascade! Field!
Infernal!
This is
Swallow Blade!
by the power of water!
Ignite!
Steering field! Reload!
Try this!
Banana steering! Do it!
River!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Slash! Swallow Blade!
Infernal
Torrent! Rising Wyvern!
None shall escape
Rising Phoenix!
Maelstrom!
Tempo! Here I come!
I must keep striving.
You can ease off yourself.
Pot calls the kettle black.
Good advice for all of us, to be honest.
Out of our way!
Ignite! No further!
Annihilation! Wind astral energy! Illuminate the dark!
Infernal torrent! Rising water! Burn in hell!
A thrilling performance.
Here I come! Here I come! Flash! Burn in hell! Swallow blade! Flash! Swallow blade! Flash! Swallow blade! Outblinding strike!
Begin!
Here I come! You're finished!
Snake of the abyssal deep. Clear for us a path. Snake of the abyssal deep.
I'll stop its charge!
Thanks, Kisara!
Time to let it rip!
Thunderblade!
Raging Luna Storm.
Swallow blade!
Now, Searing Blade!
Here I come! You picked the wrong fight!
going?
Swallow blade!
Back into the
Eagle ray!
Annihilation!
Eat dirt!
Raging Luna Storm.
Infernal turret! Here I come! You're finished! You're mine!
Leave the enemy's arcs to me!
You're mine!
No complaints here!
Swallow blade! No! Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
So those thorns of Shion's, they're really a part of Rena's great spirit?
Most likely. But only a small fragment of it in the big picture. I don't sense a will of its own emanating from them.
If it's that insignificant, is there that much point getting rid of it?
In a bind.
Swallow blade! Try
Rain
this!
down and
Infernal turret!
The everlasting.
They look cute and stuff, but they're vicious!
I'll take you all on!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
This one keeps taunting us!
That's what my shield's for.
Take
Get behind me!
Got it!
Do it!
I'll leave it to you!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
Infernal turret! Flash! Try this! Infernal turret! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret!
Rending you apart.
You're really, really strong, Alvin!
I'm just trying to do the best I can.
Still, it's reassuring to have you around.
As impressive as always.
Here I hope that was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Sion actually look flustered.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret! Ignite!
Confiscated! This
Swallow
one's mine!
blade! Slash!
Rending you apart.
Slash! Burn!
That'll bring you down!
Bloody howler!
Resonate with the earth. Resonate with the earth.
picked the wrong fight! Here I come! Swallow blade!
Back into the
Infernal burn in hell!
A freezing storm!
Try this!
No further!
Infernal turret!
Ice tornado! Here goes! Razor Mega Ray!
Take it!
You're
Eat this!
You get to
Flash! Rising Wyvern!
Dance on the
Take
wind!
it! Burn in hell!
On your knees!
Flash! Rising Wyvern!
in here!
Wide open!
It won't escape me!
Glacial Spear!
Burn in hell!
Holy Lancer!
You're mine!
Seven-Eye Aqua!
I'll face you!
By the power of blood and its world!
I've been hit with something! In an instant! Impact Claw! We work well together.
Finely timed walk.
Burn! Now, while it's freely!
Take it down!
In a vine?
Dance in the wind! Recover! Air
You're
thrust!
mine!
Demon Wrath!
Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Burn!
Everlasting shock!
Chinese Supernova!
I'm ready! Remote!
Astral Energy!
Say no more.
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky! Looks like some solid equipment.
A dead end, huh?
Why don't we just use this?
Wait!
Jeez! Don't scare me like that! What, is there something wrong with it?
No, it's not that. It's just... this is it. Whatever it is, we're about to find out.
It's the moment of truth. There's no turning back now till we've won. Either we get through this, or we vanish along with the rest of the world as we know it. Is everyone ready?
We've come this far. I'm not about to turn tail now. I say we knock this thing out and head back home.
It's time to relegate the past to where it belongs. It's been a long journey getting here, but it ends now.
No, this isn't the end. Once we've overthrown the old order, there's still the task of creating a new world.
A world without divisions, where no one cares whether you're Dahna or Renan, or if you have magic or not. You're right. We have to win this. Woohoo!
Let's get going then. After all, our future awaits.
Our future. One free of tyranny and exploitation. For the freedom to live with those we hold dear. And for a new era. Let's go! that giant flower?
We're finally here then.
But then, where is the core of the Great Spirit? Or the Renasalma, for that matter.
According to Hevrek 35, this should be where we find the core.
Rinwell, do you sense anything?
This is definitely where the energy of the Great Spirit is strongest, but what's giving off the most energy is the flower we're standing on.
That said, we're not gonna be able to destroy something this huge. You want me to hit it and see what happens?
Hey, look!
The Renasalma!
Is that like Dahna's astral energy? But why?
What?
Stay sharp! Something's coming!
Once it's gone, it has so much anger. All of its fear has evolved into hatred.
So then, you're saying that this is the Great Spirit's core?
And in order to fight us, it's taken on this form?
My thorns. I feel them whirling inside me. They're getting restless. I'm certain of it. This is the source of my thorns, and of my visions. This is the darkness that will consume all existence.
What do we do now? The Renasalma's inside that thing. And I don't think we'll win this fight without it.
We have to get it back.
We will find a way somehow!
Agreed. And now that it has a physical form, cutting through it's what we'll do.
Great Spirit, I understand that. You've made that very clear. However, if you're planning on destroying everything, then first,
You'll have to get through us! Everyone, let's go!
We're not energy for you to consume, and we're not puppets for you to control!
Only humankind has a right to determine their own future. We will never let something like you take that away from us.
I'm sorry, but we won't let you take any more away from us. We'll do whatever it takes to stop you.
I fight to quell the sound of anguish from our world, that it may be filled with joy and peace once again.
Give it back. Give it all back. Give us back our world and give me back my own life.
Once and for all, we are going to end centuries of terror and death. Right here, right now. Try this!
Feel
He's
it.
Infernal Torrent! Rising Wyvern!
Dynamic supernova.
Take this! Burn in hell!
Outstanding form.
Clear for us a path!
Radiant blood here. Searing flame.
Here I come!
Run out of ammo. Chinese supernova. Annihilation.
You're
Radiant
fighting
blade here. Press.
Eat this!
There you go. Don't let up. They're not playing around.
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Annihilation. Fury. Burning strike. Glacial spear. Here's evil. Green astral energy.
Not today!
Whoa. Hey.
Swallow blade!
You're being targeted!
Leave the enemy's art to me!
What in the world? No complaint here!
Advance in the wind! Annihilate!
Try harder!
The abyssal deep!
Get out of there with the
Eat
others!
dirt! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent! Slice! Burn in hell! Try harder! Try this! Infernal torrent! Swallow blade! Infernal torrent! Swallow blade! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Rising volcano! Burn! We did it!
As impressive as always.
Here I hope there was improvement.
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Shion actually look flustered.
Infernal torrent! You're mine! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Swallow blade!
Oh, thank you.
Burn in
This
hell!
one's mine!
Try
Laser
this!
spear! Pierce evil!
You picked the wrong fight!
Freeze lancer!
Swallow blade! Try this!
None shall escape my judgment!
Slice!
Illuminate the dark!
Such unadulterated fury.
Swallow blade!
Raging storm! Scion instant!
On your knees.
Try
Razor
this!
cyclone!
Infernal torrent!
Amazing! Laser Scion instant! Holy land!
Infernal torrent!
I'll fix you up!
Swallow blade!
Scion instant!
Burn in hell!
Soaring blast!
Swallow blade!
Annihilation!
Something
You need to be healed!
of the mighty has fallen.
Eat dirt!
I never miss! Go
Can't get out of
Try
this!
this!
Armor won't save you!
Light astral energy! Lightning descent!
On your death.
Thunder blade! Lightning descent! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
After all that, it's still standing. Just how strong is this thing?
It doesn't matter. We just have to keep kicking its ass until it bites the dust.
The Great Spirits!
Damn. Must have been conserving its energy for an escape.
That bastard took off with the Rena Alma!
We can't stand here and wait for it to come back. We'll have to follow it through there.
You're right. I don't like it, but we've got no choice.
Yeah. No matter what, we can't let it get away.
All right, let's go.
I'm surprised we can stand here at all. What in the hell is this place?
Beats me. I've never seen anything like it. More importantly, where's the Great Spirit?
Look! Over there!
What in the world? It's changing shape?
Oh, this is bad. It looks like it's regaining all of its energy. It's going to grow even bigger than before.
Damn it! Come on, we've got to find a way to...
Watch out! Something's heading our way!
Guess they're here to try to stop us. There's so many of them.
That means we've got it running scared. Let's take these out and keep moving!
Get out of our way already!
I didn't expect... such base tactics from a supreme being.
You can't assume we're fighting something that thinks like a human!
Whatever it is, it's wasting time that we don't have.
Yeah, not only that, but that thing is getting bigger by the minute.
It's starting to slow down the more it grows. We should be able to catch up soon enough.
We just need to hold up. Stay strong, everyone, and stand your ground!
Pierce evil! Thunder
Swallow
shield!
blade! You picked the wrong fight!
Freeze laser!
Rising Wyvern!
Air
Mirage! Burn in hell!
Blah, blah, blah.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret! Slash! Infernal turret! Swallow blade! Slash! Not today! Swallow blade!
Magic attack!
Not today!
Can't get out of this!
Thunderblade! Blah, blah, blah. Only land!
Infernal turret! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Not today!
Elusive deity!
Swallow blade!
A freezing storm!
Slash!
Elusive deity!
Swallow blade!
Dream!
In a vine?
Swallow blade! Try
Illuminate
this!
the turret!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
Power of water! Vanquish darkness!
No further!
Not in your dreams!
Swallow blade! Slash! Swallow blade! Ignite!
All together! Not on my watch!
Swallow blade! Engulf here! Slash!
Reflect on thy sins.
Take
They
this!
smite with blackened
Flame!
blade.
Reload! We've confiscated!
No further.
Infernal turret!
Magic is out!
Swallow blade! Try
Not in
this!
your dreams! This one's mine!
Infernal turret! Swallow blade!
Get them away.
Infernal turret!
They smite
Here!
with blackened blade.
Escape my judgment!
Burn!
Can't get out of this.
Slash!
Don't get in my way!
Infernal turret! Slash! Infernal turret! Slash! Swallow! Slash! Rising Wyvern! Burn!
In a vine?
And what the field!
Slash! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret!
Smite with
Swallow
blackened
blade!
blade.
You picked the wrong fight! Slash! Swallow blade! Slash!
Do it!
No, it's still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hear me! Flame up! Dance in the wind! Can you
take it, Glacial Spear?
Now! Evil!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Brace yourselves! We're going to crash!
We caught up to it.
Hold on. Why did it stop absorbing the energy from Dahna?
Like it or not, it lacks the means to do so whilst fighting us. We've become the bigger threat and forced its hand.
All right then. Let's get to work so we can take back the Renaissance.
This madness ends! Right here, right now! And this time, we really mean it!
We've all come so far. We've faced so much. We can't get through this. Together.
Naturally, we are all leading this fight alive.
Hell, I'm just getting warmed up. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The Great Spirit's getting desperate. So stay on your toes, everyone.
Negative storm! Infernal turret! Swallow blade!
Ice tornado!
Its power's overwhelming.
Then let's whittle down that thing's power. Go!
Right. Let's start with the arm.
Let's do this, Law!
Leave it to me.
Everyone, I'm counting on you.
Burn in hell!
Bloody hell!
Infernal turret! Not today!
Take this! Rending you apart!
You and me! From here on out! We did it!
Bloody hell!
Yeah!
Lightning raging! Amazing! All that astral energy!
I don't like the look of this.
We have to stop it! It's back! Infernal turret! Infernal turret! Not today!
That'll
bring you down. Radiant
Flash! Swallow blade!
Everyone okay?
Still alive somehow, if that's what you mean.
Here, let me heal you.
Try this!
Freezing storm!
You're mine!
Don't leave!
No more dithering!
Our future begins here.
Always impressive.
I guess that makes two of us then.
Now all that's left is the middle!
Let's do it!
Swallow blade! You're on! You're mine! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret! You picked the wrong fighter!
Resonate with the
Swallow
earth!
blade! Not today!
Here's Edith, what is mine!
Can't get out of this!
This is it! Far beyond the darkest
Swallow blade! Rise the wyvern!
Into the shadows!
Eat dirt!
Mega ray!
Swallow blade!
Raging
Try
blade!
this! Infernal turret! Eat dirt!
Firmament render! Arrow
Swallow
fall!
blade! Try this!
I'm on a roll! Illuminate the sun!
Swallow blade!
Holy glimmer! Holy
Take this!
light!
Burn!
Reload! Here!
You're on!
Sweet dreams!
Try this! Infernal my turn! You're mine! Infernal turret! Swallow blade! Infernal turret! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal turret! You picked the wrong fight! Rising wyvern! Hurrah! Rising wyvern! Hurrah! Try harder!
Glacial spear!
Swallow blade! We did it!
None shall escape
Not
my
today!
death.
Swallow blade! Burn in hell!
Blah, blah,
We
blah,
did it!
that's it.
Hurrah!
I'll be saving you.
Swallow blade! Shield!
This is it.
This ends now!
Alphen!
Yeah! We're both fine. We're going to start the ceremony now, before it can recover. Shion.
Yeah.
Just as I told you I would.
Hurry! The Great Spirit is reviving itself!
Absorbing the Great Spirit!
Apologies. I can't suppress it for very long.
Hand it over right now. Use this to defeat the Great Spirit. Which is precisely why I'm here. Stand aside and watch. So then you know how to destroy the Great Spirit. Just as well as you and your sorry lot. The Great Spirit that tried to control me will be annihilated. I won't let you do that! Yet do it I shall. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. You bastard! I shall fulfill my duty as a ruler. With this power, I'll bury that woman and the Great Spirit. Then this charade will finally end. Save everyone. And Xion! Silence. I'll tear you apart, slay the girl and the Great Spirit, and erect a fortress of death over both worlds.
What do you get from all this? When you have all that power, what will you do?
My dominion shall reign over all existence. Nothing else matters.
This is so you can rule over all existence just because?
Despicable as they were, even the other ones, even the Great Spirit had a future in mind. But you had nothing, only death. So what? It mattered little for me. You are pathetic, truly pathetic. And you're not. You are a failure. A sovereign who couldn't even die in his own time as he was meant to. You're right. I used to wonder why I was still alive after so long. But there are things in this world, in the here and now, that are worth protecting. That's why I'm still here.
And I won't let you take them away! Here I come! It's over! You will... I shall erase everything! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! Take this! Rising Wyvern! Rising Phoenix! The fury of lightning! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You will suffer at my hand! Not today! Resist! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade! Rising Wyvern! Mirage! You are nothing! It's over! Slash! You will suffer at my hand! Slash! Try this! Infernal Torrent! Swallow Blade! You will beg me for mercy! You control others to keep from being controlled, but that's a path of never-ending hatred! Don't you understand? It can only end in destruction. The only way to avoid it is with forgiveness! The words of a coward! The weakness disgusts me! You're wrong. It takes true power to forgive!
I have no use for forgiveness. The strong shall always triumph here.
You say that because you've been alone so long. If you had someone, anyone to turn to, a single friend, someone to love, people who would support and guide you, you can't have been alone your whole life. All I remember is the lashes and whips, each strike spreading steam and fire across my back. The masters who killed slaves for sport, and the slaves who sacrificed their compatriots that they might live. There is no love, no friendship, not there or anywhere else. Is there no way for you to see this differently? Enough! You gambled the fate of this world to save a single life, and yet I am the evil one? How utterly ridiculous. It's true. Maybe it is selfish of me to want to save her, but I swore that I would let no one else be sacrificed in this battle. Can't bear to see her die. You and I are so much more alike than I had ever imagined. No, we're not. I want a world built on kindness, on giving, on warmth. You take and destroy. I'm nothing like you.
You will beg me for mercy!
Rending Blast! Infernal Torrent!
Power is all!
Rending Blast! You're mine! Rending Blast!
Ah, the truth of it! All others shall be banished!
Eat dirt! Try this! Rending Blast! Searing Gale! The blazing sword. The power Xion has bestowed upon me. I'll take you down! Here I come! No escape! Try this! Rending Blast! Rending Blast! Try this! Explosive ring! Out! Ah! It's over! Try this! Rending Blast! Rending Blast! Try
You
this!
will beg me for mercy!
Explosive ring! I have no
Power
limit!
is all!
You're mine! Rending Blast! Try this! Rending... It's over!
You are the last obstacle impeding my progress! Die!
That's my line! I'll show you the limits of your solitude! What you've done is evil. There's no denying that. I know you didn't walk your path out of weakness, but merely from misguided strength. Misguided because you were alone. Because you had no friends to keep you on the straight and narrow. No one to use all that strength for, other than yourself. That loneliness could make a monster out of anyone. Out of me. I understand. And I forgive you, Volrun. I don't need your victor's pity. And you can choke on your vain forgiveness. Don't! You wish to save this world? To make your selfish dreams into reality? If you choose to walk that path, you choose a path of betrayal, despair, and corruption. And in the darkness at the end, I'll be waiting for you! Volrun! I'm sorry. The Rena's Alma is...
Yes. But you still possess the blazing sword. It may not be quite as strong as the Rena's Alma, but nonetheless...
I can't! I would never! It would kill you!
My thorns, they're... Soon the great astral spirit will break free. And when that happens, no one will be spared. But there's still time. You can still destroy the thorns. And me with them.
But that's exactly what we've been fighting to prevent. I promised I would find a way to save you.
You did. I know. But I don't want you to die either. So please, don't let me be the end of the world.
That's it. Look! The path Dahna's energy flowed through is still open. We can use it to call out to Dahna's will!
Alphen, what are you saying?
Don't you remember? Rinwell said there was a little bit of Dahna's will inside all of us. If there is a way everyone can come together to form Dahna's will, then maybe we can ask for it to help us, to find us a way out of this.
Are you really saying that if all of Dahna thinks of saving us, it will become the will of the planet itself? That's madness.
Maybe so, but it's the only way we can save you. And the only way to save Rena, too.
To save Rena?
That's right. Rena's will never had evil intent. If we're saving everyone, that includes them. I don't want to live in a world without you, Xion. And I'm tired of living a life built on death.
Alphen, I'm with you.
Collective will of Dahna, hear my plea! I want to save Xion! And I want to save Rena too! I want to end this cycle of one joy, constantly being sacrificed for another's pain! So please, grant us your strength!
月日が流れてもあなたとならば人はそれぞれ背負うものが剥がれこの星に生まれた意味を知る強く生きるため弱さを隠して恐れずに痛みから始まる続いてく物語に私はいるのかね届かないこの願いに少しだけでいいから聞こえてよ触れたいよ信じるよ記憶をめぐってあの時は向き合えなかったね未来を信じてコンパスを握りしめたね人はそれぞれ背負うものが剥がれこの星に生まれた意味を知る強く生きるため弱さを隠して恐れずに痛みから始まる銀色に輝く月照らす君の瞳その奥に宿す痛み決してくれる誓い聞こえたよありがとう信じるよ聞こえたよありがとう信じるよ続いてく物語に私はいるのかな届かないこの願いに少しだけでいいから聞こえてよ触れたいよ信じるよ聞こえてよ触れたいよ信じるよありがとう
Let's go!
I will